funny. Parties aside, I feel like I've been talking to the wrong president this whole time. Donald Trump, I'd like to talk to you about pussy. Something, well, I'm familiar with since I have one, and you are very familiar with because you're you. Actually, this is great. Having someone to point blank talk sex with, yes. Instead of, you know, Mr. Virginal over there and his little button up. Obama. Right. Now, I've sent you a link to my newbie nudes. Please note that all these tapes, I've uploaded them as quickly as they could upload from whatever location I was at, which means that Photoshop is impossible. It would take, I don't know, I'm not a Photoshop expert, but days to be able to come up with such a realistic looking Photoshop job. Or whatever program you would use for video. I don't know. Now, Sterling has not released, when people release counter tapes or whatever, it is not as promptly as what I'm doing. I'm doing it within minutes. They're doing it days later, probably. Okay? Although you'd have no way of knowing because they just claim things happen at random times or whatever. Okay. Now, I'd like you to look at this is just point blank. I mean, this is what I used to do for a living, right? So let's just objectively look at the female body, in this case, my form. What you're going to find, though my tits are small, they're very nicely shaped, very orb-like. And, you know, some people fetishize over that. Now, when I weigh more, my tits get bigger, and I've shown you these videos which are authentic. Just from a hand cam like this, and you know, if you look up tits, you'll be able to find that it's on my channel, and you should be able to see numerous examples where you see that my tits are a bit bigger, and they take on this very nice shape, which is important, right? So they're saying this girl in the porns is like flat as a pancake, and not my shape. It's not rounded, so that's interesting. Now, if you notice, though I'm very thin, I have curve. I have had an ass, had a great ass actually, had an amazing ass, actually my favorite ass, which is now gone. It's behind me, if you will, but it is gone because I weigh less. But I do have photos, you can put an ass, that's on my Facebook as well. That ass alone, I'm just being point blank, feminist, just, you know, don't watch, you know. I'm just being point blank about what it is. I'm not justifying shit, I'm not saying it's okay, I'm just being real about this is what it is, theoretically. And theoretically, that ass is worth a hell of a lot. Okay, then I'm a long-legged blonde. I mean, my legs are 2/3 of my body, no shit, and I'm 5'9". Those are some long legs. Yeah. And blonde hair and blue eyes and a decent face, okay. And then personality on top of that. Let's not forget that I'm a person, and I'm an entertaining one. And men become smitten kittens very quickly with me. If I want to turn that on, they melt within seconds. Oh, please. I've made their own men fall in love within seconds. And they're like, oh, they like forget what they're doing. No, I mean, you can, oh, that never happened. It fucking does. But I've just been a grumpy cat lately. I'm gonna get on my face. But if I turn that on, oh, it's a whole different thing, man. I can make them laugh. That's huge. I can make them feel warm, and when I'm flirty and when I'm affectionate, oh, forget it. Just forget it. It's like lethal. So, my pussy. Let's talk about my pussy because you've seen a few of them, I'm sure. It's not your first trip to the rodeo. Look at it, man. That thing is perfect. There's 39 different types of pussy, and I happen to have this one that almost identically matches this girl online who won this pussy contest. And when I was asking Matt about different kinds of pussy, he's like, let me show you. And I was like, she's the contest winner. I'm like, that looks like exactly like mine. Holy shit. And it's a clam, and it's got full lips, but it's closed. You know, sometimes other ones stay open and it looks kind of used. You know, this is closed, and I've even split it open, and it's tight. it's very tight. So, and they're saying that I don't produce juices. Or I'm not even turned on in these photos, and I'm still producing juices. That's been a non-issue. So I'm just saying, objectively, why? Oh my God, what a whore! Who talks like this? I'm just keeping it real, point blank. What are these things worth if you put them all together? And some of that can do. I mean, high tattoos or not, they're kind of in right now. The upper crust crowd. Let's just be real. And I'm sorry, have you ever banged a natural blonde that had a black bush? No, huh? Yeah, I don't think most people have. It's really hairy blonde. Super rare. Super rare. Right. Now, if you note my nips, some nice nips. My tits are alright. Like, they're like, whatever. Fluctuate with weight, whatever. But my nips are really nice. Now, this girl in the porns, I heard she's a bit wonky. Well, how am I faking nips? Especially within minutes. I can't. I can't. So just point blank, look at the differences in the body. Look at how my back is. It's like this. It's like a swimmer's back. It's really nice. It goes like this, like a triangle back. It's not what the girl in the porn has. And I've put up videos on my markings on my body. I have 2 dots on my inner thigh and 2 dots on my ass. Those are not in your porns either. Come on, man, that's not me.